The clone tool in 3D Coat's Sculpt environment is one that works both in surface mode and in voxel mode. Allow me to demonstrate. I want to go ahead and select the layer in the Sculpt Tree panel that I want to clone from. With that done, I can drag select with a shape marquee in the E panel. With this layer chosen, I'm only able to select this object. I cannot select anything else. So let me drag around it. The first thing you'll notice is that 3D Coat actually switches the user to the import tool, where we have a host of options in the tool options panel, and we have a preview object, or a preview copy, if you will. This allows us to modify the object with the transform gizmo. We can do things like apply additional subdivision and so on. In this case, I'll just apply a few simple transforms. I'm going to hold down the Shift key, which allows me to make adjustments to the gizmo itself before making any adjustments with our transform gizmo. I'll click and drag the move widget in order to move it along the Z axis, and do the same for the Y and the X axis as well. I'll now click and drag the center scale gizmo in order to uniformly scale it down a bit. And if I'm happy with this, then all I have to do is hit the apply button or the enter key. However, keep in mind that this particular tool is going to apply this to whichever layer you have selected. If we don't want to place this copy onto the same layer, we need to create a new one. In this case, I have a parent for the different steps, so that I can move them all at once if I want. In this case, what I'll do is I will select the parent layer. This is actually empty. There's nothing on this, and you can see that at the bottom of the UI here in the status bar under current object triangle count. What I'll do is I'll click the plus icon, and that's going to create a new child layer. Because this object is in voxel mode, we want to ensure we have a sufficient amount of resolution on the layer. We can look at the other layers and see what resolution they are at, and that gives us an idea how much we need for this copy. Another way to increase or decrease the resolution of a voxel object is to adjust the scale. The larger the scale of the object in the scene, the more resolution it has. The smaller it is, the less it has. Increasing the scale of the object in order to increase its resolution is not really an option in this circumstance. So I need to increase the resolution of the layer before I commit the clone copy to it. So I hit the enter key, the copy is committed to the layer, but I still see this preview object, and that's because 3D Coat assumes I want to continue using it until I select another tool. Now, if we want to have this subtract, we could actually do that too. For example, with this copy, I can change it to subtract. And when I hit the enter key or the apply button, it's going to do exactly that. I'll now switch to another tool, maybe a brush. We can now see the final result and observe that the clone copy was used as a Boolean cutting device. And that's going to conclude this look at the clone tool in 3D Coat's Sculpt environment. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.